Hello, Josh from Line Lights. I wanted to do another video of our Connex Pro board. We've improved it, added some things to it, cleaned it up. So we just want to do another rundown real quick about it. So let's start off by talking about the products we have. As you see, we have our one Bluetooth controller there. That controller is wired into our Connex board, but the power sources from these are split. So you don't run the power through the controller to the Connex board. You just run one power source and fork it off. The data signal from the controller, as you see, is run to the Connex board. We have this set up for an internal blink system, which means that Connex board itself is controlling the blinking effect. It's not tied into an external system, but you can tie in a Corbin kit or ATC kit or whatever you have. You can tie that into this system as well. We have 5 different output channels. We have a pass-through channel is what we call it, where it does not get affected by turn signal brake reverse. That's kind of represented from the rock lights here. We have a left and right blink only channel, which is normally designated for like your halos, and in our case, our pod lights that are on the front of the vehicles that you do not want braking or turn signal to come, or excuse me, braking or reverse to come through. And then we have our all channel, which is kind of represented from our whips, our horizontal bar, and our whip over there, which will do turn signal, brake, and reverse functionality, as well as all the custom patterns and stuff we have on this board. So let's kind of run through some of the features now. If we were to say initiate right turn signal, as you see, we have our halos blinking, our horizontal whip, and our pod light is actually tied into the system as well. But the other channels are not getting affected by that. You can also see we're actually powering a little penny light here, but you can use the trigger relays of the Connex board to trigger, say, a chase bar you might have, or any other external accessories you would like to blink when you activate the turn signal. The only note about that is do not power the lights from the Connex board directly, always go through the relay. But the other nice thing is, say we hit our brake feature, as you see it flashed 5 times and then went red. That is by design, and it does not override the turn signal, as we feel the turn signal is an important feature when you hit your brakes. If I were to turn this off and then say hit the reverse, as you see, turn signal still active, but our reverse overrides that. That's because our feedback on that was, say you're on a mountain, you need to back up. You don't want the flashing lights to kind of distract you, as well as, say, the brakes. The brakes do not shine through either. So if I were to turn off the reverse, the brake is active here, but then say hit the reverse, you would not want the brake to kind of trigger on and off in that scenario. So let me turn off that turn signal, and then it does work the other way as well, opposite side, but it does work. As you see, our halo is working here. The note about this is, so we have 2 different bezels for our pod light. You don't need to have the halo if you don't want it, but those that do want it, you can. It's just a bezel swap, and then you can tie in the halo. The next feature we have is called Patriot Mode. When you activate this, it goes into kind of our Patriot themes, which are red, white, and blue colors. And we have, quite a few patterns. That's our flame effect. And then we have, red, white, and green effects as well. But you can kind of go through those Patriot mode patterns, and that's built into the Connex board itself. These are custom patterns that we created, that we wrote, that are on our Connex board only, as they do not ship with the controller itself. If I can turn off Patriot mode and say turn on strobe mode, there's like 6 different strobe speeds, and this will strobe anything that's coming through from the controller. So if you have this on a solid color, blue, red, green, whatever color you set, it will actually come through, and you have the ability to strobe that. The other thing we have is actually I'll show you. So if you activate Patriot mode and strobe mode together, it kind of goes into what I like to classify as like an SOS mode, and it does flashing back and forth. We have like 8, 9, 10 different color combinations on the board, and if you were to cycle through with the cycle button, you can see it will kind of go through the different patterns as well, which is kind of cool. If we were to turn this off, now let's talk about our street only mode. The street only mode is what we'd like to initiate. Say you hop on a public road and you can't have the RGB system going. you can activate street only mode and it will shut down the RGB system. But the nice thing about it is the brakes still work, the left and right turn signal feature still functions. It just does not allow the RGB colors to come through. And then say you're done, you hopped off the public street and you're back on private land, you can flip that off and it will then turn back on the whole RGB system for you. So that's kind of just a quick rundown of the Connex Pro board. If you have any questions, please reach out, and thank you for your support.